guys, what's up? Ugh, my hair. Sorry, guys. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Hannah's Life. And today we're doing our Bible study. I'm actually not filming this on a Sunday. That's why I look like this. But we are going to be doing our Bible study of Proverbs 4. I was looking back to see when the last time I did this was, and it was like June or July, I think, and I was like, guys, I'm trying, okay? I'm starting to get more videos going. I'm trying to step it up a little bit, so we're going to try for this every Sunday. Don't totally count on it just yet until I really get in the groove of things. Like 5 Sundays in a row, I've got these videos going. Unless I get sick, I'll probably be having them every Sunday. But until I get in the groove of things, I'm trying over here, though. So, I actually have my new Bible that I'm going to be reading. I still have my other one, just in case I need help explaining the verses. I'll link down the playlist of all the other Bible studies down below. But for those of you who don't know, I'm going to read the verses, explain some of them. But I have this Bible because there's like notes at the end of every verse, just in case I need help explaining the verse. Because if you guys have been with me for a little while, you'll know I'm not very good at explaining things. So, anyways, let's get going. My bookmark is actually not there, but my bookmark is somewhere in Proverbs. So, a little bit quicker. Still gotta turn to it. Probably should have done that before I pressed the record button, but that's okay. There's 3, and whoa, I went back a little too far. 4! Here we go! Are we ready, guys? Okay. Hear you, children, the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and he said unto me, Let thine heart retain my words. Keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when you do embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in the right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be strained, and when you run, you shall not stumble. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not keep her, for she is your life. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend to my words. Incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from you a froward mouth, and preserve lips put far from thee. Let your eyes look right on, and let your eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of your feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor toward the left. Remove any foot from evil. Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed. I was trying to kind of, because I have King James Version. So I was kind of trying to, and this one actually doesn't have the these and the thous. It's King James, but like they took out the these and thous and put like you, they, whatever. But this one doesn't. So I was trying to like interpret for you, but I'm trying to read it, but then also be like, okay, how about we say this? You know, yeah, it was. That's why I kept going back and forth, like, I can't talk today. Back and forth, like, 1 minute I was like, thee, thou, something, and then the next minute I was like talking normal, so that's why it was like that. Also, sorry if I sound a little stuffed up. I've had a sinus infection, so yeah. All right, well, let's get into this. So, Proverbs is basically all about wisdom, and there's a lot of good wisdom that you find here in Proverbs. Let me tell you. I have read Proverbs all the way through before, so it's basically honestly about how important wisdom is, and you know, I think if I think that um a key verse here, I think would be wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Wisdom and understanding is very important. Let's just it is. One that I do want to talk about says, "Put away from thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee." I think I read that wrong one. I think I read it preserve last time. It's put away from thee a froward mouth and perverse lips put far from thee. So this, I don't know if exactly this is what it's talking about. It probably is. I need to turn in my other Bible here just to be sure. But I do want to state the fact that some people may not realize this, but cussing and saying bad words is a sin. There are other verses in the Bible as well. I'll have to look them up, but there are other verses in the Bible as well, like in the New Testament and, here that, talk about that. I mean, think about it. They're dirty words. Why would you want to be saying them? Like, why would your mouth, like for Christians, your mouth that you use to sing praises to God Sunday morning at church, or, any day at church, Wednesday, Sunday night, Sunday morning, whatever, is the same mouth that you want to use dirty, disgusting, foul words? Like, I mean, just think about it, first of all, and it doesn't make sense. Even then, there are verses in the Bible that do say, it's not right. Okay, let me find it here. Let's see, what verse was it? 24. Well, basically just any bad talk, talking bad and nasty about people, about God, that is a big oh no. You do not talk bad about God, because there's nothing bad to say, Any, anything bad that people try to say about God, normally it's not his fault. Like, oh, if he's a good God, why are bad things happening? I mean, some questions, you can ask questions. You can ask God questions. I mean, he has all the answers, but like, okay, it's because of sin. Sin entered the world. That was Adam and Eve's fault, or Satan. That's their fault, not God's fault. Um, Sometimes bad things happen because people can be not smart sometimes. um, Sometimes, I mean, if you go and, like, I'm trying to think, okay, this is like an old reference. I hope this isn't a thing anymore. But like, if you go out and eat Tide Pods and then have to go to the hospital because you're sick, very, very sick, and probably have to be in the hospital for a long time if you even survive it, you can't blame God for that because it was your crazy brain. I'm trying to think of nice words here. Your crazy brain. But I thought, oh, why don't I go and eat a Tide Pod? People did that a long time ago. I mean, I was like, that was a long time ago. But, I don't think people do that anymore. But there are other really crazy stuff that people do nowadays. So, that was just the first thing that came in my head. But like, if you're doing something not smart and then something bad happens, you can't blame God for that. That's your fault. Like a lot of things, okay, it's either because of sin or because you're a psycho head. That's the best way to put it. So, you don't say bad stuff, okay? Don't say bad stuff about God, anybody else, use dirty language, stuff like that, basically. So, but yes, wisdom and knowledge are so important because, you need wisdom and understanding and knowledge. I mean, you need wisdom because you got to know how to make the right decision. Oh my goodness. Decision, what you're going to do, how this, that, and, whatever. And then you need knowledge. I mean, you need to know stuff. That's what school's for, right? I may not be like a total 100% fan of school, but most of the stuff we're learning in schools we're going to need for the real world. Now, algebra, okay. I'll never understand how we're actually going to need that someday, but, it has to be done, so might as well try to do it cheerfully, right? But anyway, so, you need stuff like that. You got to know how to do basic math. That's knowledge. I mean, how else are you going to go shopping, I'm kidding, but I mean, it's serious. I mean, grocery shopping, that's important. Christmas shopping, you gotta get stuff for people and not go broke. I mean, I did, but I'm also not quite, an adult yet, so it's fine if I'm broke. But, any of you adults out there, it's not okay if you're broke because, especially with inflation, that's a big thing. So, you gotta have knowledge, but then you also have, that also takes wisdom too. You gotta know when to stop, no, I do need to learn how to handle money though. I do need to do that. But anyway. But yeah, so knowledge, wisdom, and then you gotta understand what you're learning. Because if you're learning, x plus z equals whatever, I mean, you gotta understand how you get your answer. Like, okay, this is a really, really simple one, in my opinion, but like, if 2 plus x equals 5, okay, you can say, you can look up the answer on Google. That's knowledge. Oh, x would equal 3 because 2 plus 3 equals 5. Okay. But you gotta know how you get that answer. If you don't know how you get the answer, then how are you gonna do it again if you need to? Google, you can't always go to Google for your schoolwork. Some things you need to be able to do. Now, I don't know about y'all, but in my algebra, I'm not telling you like what level, but whatever algebra that it is that I do, like, they let you use your calculator and stuff like that. So that's fine. It's really not that difficult. But you still need to know how. I mean, you got to know what to key in there to get the answer. You still have to know how the problem works. So, that's where understanding comes in. You got to understand what you're doing. The Bible. Okay, this thing here is full of wisdom and knowledge, the best wisdom and knowledge that you can get. But if you don't understand it, what good is it going to do you? Which is why you study. If you don't understand something, look it up. Or, something like that. I mean, you got to understand it, because if you don't understand it, then you're not going to know how to live by it. If you don't know how to live by it, then that's a problem. So, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what we need, guys. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. There you go. So, I do believe that is it for today. If you have any questions, I knew that was going to happen. If you have any questions, comments, anything, if you have a question about today's, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer. I mean, if I can't answer it, I'm sure I can find somebody that will help me answer it for you, so. And if not, then if it's an answer that nobody can figure out the answer to, then truth be told, it's either in the Bible or it's not really meant for you to know yet. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying totally for 100% that is. I mean, you can go do research, search for the answer. I mean, that's that. But some things you don't have to know. Some things the Bible is specific about. It just is what it is. So I guess I will see you guys next time. And remember, Jesus loves you, and you are very special to him. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!